Hi guys, I'm back. This will be part two of the video. The first video is 15 minutes. I unfortunately got cut off, and I'm not gonna let all that dialogue, that video, just go to waste. So I'll do a two-part. I'll do a couple videos and just tie it all in what I was talking about. So I'm sorry about that. So going into, I was talking about eh, my favorite. Well, here's the dollar. What did it close at? Don't even have a price here. That's weird. Well, I left it off with talking about the cryptos. So if you want to be in crypto, you can do Square. I guess you can do PayPal. Well, no, PayPal. That's not PayPal. PayPal. Um, Coinbase. I mean, Coinbase. Have you guys seen the news on Coinbase? I mean, it's really bad. I mean, it was up today $9, but they were saying that about Coinbase warns it could take users' crypto in bankruptcy. Like another problem for Coinbase, what happens to customer assets in bankruptcy? I mean, they're talking about bankruptcy? I mean, you gotta be crazy to have anything in the crypto space for these people. So, I mean, if you want exposure to these guys, I mean, by all means, I mean, I think the safest way to do it is either Square, PayPal, which, you can you can buy cryptos in there and do other stuff, or AMD, which makes the processors to mine the stuff. But for for the grace of God, do not get involved in these things. You're gonna get taken to the woodshed in this scam. I mean, look at these things that the warnings that they're saying. I possibly might sell my crap that I have there, just sitting there. Um, it's not a lot, but I might as well just convert that into gold and silver and play heads or tail with my daughter, with the coins. Well, anyways, that's my rant, and let's go to the futures market, okay? Um, and I hope you guys enjoy this couple videos that I'm doing. I haven't done a video in a while, and I'm sorry about that. I've been really busy, um, hustling and doing good at work, and just contributing to my 401k, staying out of debt, accumulating assets, and preparing. I think the recession's here. We'll find out. But let's get through a little bit of these futures, and then we can go back to tie it into some of the economic news that I like to go to my favorite economist, because I think he's charismatic and I think he's been right over the years. Sometimes you can be right, but the timing is wrong, and that's fine. Just have patience, and that's what makes long-term investors. Bottom line. So interest rates, the 10-year is almost at 3%. It came down, and there was chatter that the Fed is still, the put is still around, and we know that. Us guys that know what's going on know that. It's just not humanly possible to raise rates with the government running $3 trillion deficits. Our government is expanding. Our debts are exploding. Our trade deficits are exploding. Our national debt is over $30 trillion. Um, I can go on and on. So if the Fed raises interest rates, the government, just if it raises it to a normal level to get to rein in inflation, like Paul Volcker had to do under the Reagan administration, he had to raise interest rates to 20%. Can you imagine if they raised interest rates to 20% today? Oh my gosh. We'll make the Great Depression look like a picnic. So we know that they can't raise rates. They talk about it, but they don't do it. And that's what's happening. And that's why silver and gold aren't performing as well as they should, because the market thinks that the Fed is going to fight inflation and win and raise interest rates and prices are going to stabilize. They can't. They can't. Inflation is at 8% and going higher. And oil today hit 110. 110. There's a diesel crisis, and I'll get into how to play the diesel crisis. Um, but yeah, they're not going to raise rates to the level that they need to. So that's why you have to save in gold and silver, because they're going to inflate this dollar away eventually, and it's going to be a hyperinflation situation. I don't even think it's avoidable. And we will have another crisis. We may have another variant, another war, a nuclear threat. They will create crisis after crisis to continue the debt and all the crap that they're doing and hurting the middle class, eliminating the middle class, and it's just really sad. It's very painful to see what's going on out there. It's bad. I mean, and I think the recession is here. Anyways, foreign currencies, most of them were up. I couldn't get a reading on the dollar. I don't know why. It would not pull up the dollar here. Let me see if I want to see what the Dixie did. But I mean, I hope that Coinbase news just really wakes you up. I mean, it was really crazy. Um, the dollar index, yeah, 104. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, this thing hasn't been at these levels in a long time. Look at that. Look at that. Long time that the dollar's been at this level. I don't get it, because you go out there to buy stuff and you can't buy anything. And then the other thing is that commodities are all up there. So oil's at 110 a barrel, but the dollar's at highs. Like, are you kidding me? And the gold is at 1800, and corn, wheat, soybeans at highs, copper at highs. I haven't checked nickel because they don't have futures. I think they closed that market. I mean, they're all up there. So let's continue with the futures. Um, Bitcoin was up 1,200, and we looked at CoinGecko, and you got my 2 cents on that Ponzi scheme. And Berkshire Hathaway, Buffett, and Munger call it rat poison. Oil to 110. You got to be buying these oil names. There's a ton of value in these small names, and I'll go through some of them. There's a lot of them out there. S&P up 86 to over 4,000 on the S&P. Gold manipulated down $14 to 18.10. Maybe pick up some more. Feeders 158. Coppers come down from his 450 range. Um, Live cattle 132. What are hogs at? Hogs 100. They've been up there. The Nasdaq up 400 points to 12.3. I mean, the Nasdaq was at, what was the Nasdaq? I want to say, let's say, let's look at the 1 year, and then let's look at that. I guess monthly would be more. 16.7. Wow. We're at 12.3. And we were up 3.5% today. We've come down, I want to say 25% at least. It's just incredible. Dow Jones 32,000 up 400. Natural gas been strong at 762. Been very, very strong. And I said that in my videos when it was way down there, that was an area to be in. Palladium and platinum, they've been hit, but they'll come back, I think. And small caps of 50. VIX got hit today, down to 29. All the grains were up except corn. And that's pretty much on the futures. Um, Let me see here. I was up today 5.8%, but that's fine. I don't even give a crap about that because I could be down 16% on Monday, so I don't pay attention. So some of the good performing winners, Mosaic doing well. It's come back. I'd be a buyer Mosaic. RCMT, very good one for me. I got a 750 call, and that thing is at 18. So I'm holding that. New one that is doing very good is VTNR, which was trending today on the what's the name of this thing? Stock tweets. Yeah, stock tweets. Uh, oh no, I picked the wrong one. Sorry, I'm not doing leaderboard. Ryder was up today, $12. I can't believe I didn't get into that one. I knew that was cheap. VTNR, these guys they do like I think they're into making like biodiesel out of waste and stuff. Engage in recycle industrial waste streams and off specification commercial chemical products. Look at that. And I think there's like 30, I want to say it was like 30% short interest in this thing. This thing is just gonna blast off. So I'm long that name. Really like that name. Hudson, they're in the refrigerant business, doing very well. XLE is an energy ETF. Starbucks shipper, Starbulk shipper, ASC shipper, Tech, which does copper, PPIH does piping for energy, like insulated pipes, Energizer, SMHI. Wow, they ended up on the day. They were down all day, so that must have just changed intraday today. It had a little spike up because it was down all day today when I was watching it. Yeah, they do have like little. They do like emergency response. They're out in the ocean on these platforms and stuff like that. So their business is probably going bonkers right now. Even though they reported a loss. Energizer, ARP. I talked about Suntopia with food. Easy PW. They do pawn shops. Bore drilling. I told you they were up. And those are some of my favorite names. I mean, I have a lot of names. You can see I'm up on a lot of them, and I'll just hold them. I'm still down year to date, but I have conviction on these smaller names. Um, so there's a diesel crisis. So let's go. I don't want to make this too long because this is a part two of recessions here. But the diesel crisis. Um, You can see diesel rationing could hit East Coast this summer. Um, so what are some of the names that I think you're gonna see do good because of this? Um, special diesel special tankers. Let me see if tankers. So I saw this article, right? The world is crying out for diesel. Product tankers could win big. So these are the guys you want to own. ASC, which I have, ASC, write it down, INSW, INSW, and Scorpio. Okay, I actually got an alert today from Bar Chart. I'm a member, and they actually talked about Scorpio tankers climbs sharply to 2.25 year high. This stock is going to 40. Remember what I'm telling you, and be careful. Now, why is this? These guys, diesel used by American truckers up 75%. It's just an all-time high. But this is not just an American problem. Pain at the pump is global. And so-called product tankers, ships designed to transport cargo such as diesel, gasoline, jet fuel, are in prime position to profit. Um, Outright panic buying of diesel is what the CEO said at Ardmore Shipping, which I own, and I bought all these. I bought all these options. Look at this. Look at this. What this guy said. So their their Clarkson Plateau Security said that their modern built MRs were earning $50,000 in the spot market as of Friday. That's more than quadruple the average rate for full year 2021. Clarkson puts break-even rate for such vessels at 18 per day. The world is really crying out for diesel, and that's causing refinery margins to spike. During a conference call, INSW CEO said. He also said he's earning $50,000 per day in the spot market. Another one. When rates break evens are 19 per day. So, and here they talk about Sting, Scorpio, symbol STNG. So I would get long these names. They're gonna have great earnings. Buy calls out in the future as far as you can. Maybe at the money or maybe do a credit debit spread. Hit me up and I'll show you how to do it if you're interested. And if you're not, oh well, whatever. But these guys should do well in this environment. Um, that was my 2 cents on that. I mean, I have so many positions that I think there is a lot of opportunities out there. Um, and and they're under $10, to be honest with you. Let's go back here, and then we'll look at some of the economic news. But there's 100 of them here. So this one, STKL, came on today. I have it. Look at this. KOS, they're in oil business. Nice one. LTRX, Internet of Things. CDEV, good earnings. Um, Look at all these names. Just all these energy names. If you look at their earnings, they're doing great. UTI, a mechanical school and they just purchased another college. Um, just look these guys up. Ring Energy, high short interest, big profits. I talked about Admore Shipping, um, Sun Coke, name. I mean, there's a lot of great names on this list. Maybe write them down or become a member, or if you want, shoot me an email. I can shoot you a list in Excel. I'll do that. I'm a friendly guy. Um, but look at these. Look at all these. There's a lot of good names out here. There's a lot of money to be made. Um, but yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of pain out there. You gotta pay attention. You gotta be investing in the right things, watching the markets. Um, Terra, this crypto thing, you gotta watch out. Be careful. Um, Look at this. Soaring consumer prices continues to weigh down consumer sentiment, which unexpectedly tanked more than 59 in May from 65 in April, the lowest in 11 years. Current conditions dropped to 63, the lowest in 13 years. Consumers expect year ahead inflation of 5.4. Pretty bad. And then he's talking about Bitcoin getting killed. Um, Look at another valid point that Peter makes here. For all the talking among the Fed about fighting inflation, why did the Fed create more inflation by expanding its balance sheet by another 2 billion last week? We're at almost 9 trillion, and they're supposed to be shrinking it. Americans are using plastic to make ends meet as prices continue to rise. I really enjoy Peter and his podcast, and if you don't listen to him, I think he's a world of information. I think he's one of the smart economists out there. Um, I mean, I do things on my own, and I watch markets on my own. But I do listen to his experience and and I do watch his videos from the past. And if you listen to his videos that are 10 years ago, there's stuff that he said 10 years ago that's currently happening right now. So you got, and he did call a last issue in a way with the housing and stuff. Um, let's see. Investors made the mistake of overpaying for momentum stocks, and now they're making the mistake of selling gold and silver stocks. Investors failed to recognize an inflation-fueled bubble, and how they failed to recognize that inflation is here to stay and likely get worse. People calling peak inflation. I mean, I just saw diesel like a five. What was diesel at? They 560, five, almost $6, I think. So that's nuts. Um, yeah. So there's baby formula shortage. Who would ever thought that you would see such things here in this country? Unfortunately, it's sad. And China under lockdowns. You got this war going on still. Just prepare, folks. Uh, uh, Buffett talks about how to handle inflation. He's got a little slide that I'm always reading and studying. You should too. Buffett always says that. Um, I'll leave you on this. Buffett on inflation. Um, I think he had a little slide here. I saw it here. I was reading it the other day. I lost the article. But he talks about investing in yourself, studying. If you tie in some of Peter's stuffs, you definitely want some gold and silver. Buffett's not a fan of that. He did buy Barrick Gold once, and and his biggest positions right now are, um, um, he added to Chevron, I think, and Oxy Petroleum. So, um, those are energy names. I think he's pretty big in those right now. And actually, Apple is not the biggest company in the world. I think Saudi Aramco passed them. So, anyway, stay safe, enjoy, like the video, subscribe, comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Be blessed. Bye bye.